These dark days call for crimson nights, so when the sun sets, the crimson moon rises.
Hey, Crimson Knights, good evening and welcome to the stream. Hope you all are doing well. I've been pretty tired this week, to be honest. That's why I didn't end up streaming last night, because I was just like, man, I'm just so tired. I'm not going to be able to be high enough energy to, like, run a stream. And I'm still honestly kind of tired tonight, but a little better maybe than last night. So we're streaming tonight. We're going to do some more Final Fantasy XIV, continuing with the Stormblood expansion that we recently started after finishing Heavensward. Looking forward to that. I did postpone the Armored Core stream until like next week, when hopefully I'm a little bit higher energy, more up to the challenge of Armored Core. Tonight, I'm more feeling the story and the battles of Final Fantasy XIV. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. As a little reminder, I will not be streaming tomorrow night because we are going to the movies to see the new Spider-Man movie. So I'm going to be doing that instead of streaming tomorrow night. Crimson family and I are very much looking forward to it, so should be a good time. Welcome. Let's talk to Conrad. Where men go as one, Conrad wishes to thank you for all you've done in such a short time. Earrings of fending, earrings of slaying, or earrings of aiming. All right, let's see what Conrad's got to say. Owing to the efforts of you all, we have accomplished a great deal in a short time. The Resistance thanks you for your service, Scions. I see operations here have been proceeding apace in my absence. Welcome back, brother dearest. I take it your efforts to gather new recruits were successful? Indeed. There were several amongst the Scions ranks that were quite eager to take part in our joint endeavor with the Resistance, whom I am come to present. Ehrenwald. Commander Kemp, if I may. My name is Ehrenwald Lentinus, a half-breed, as you can doubtless tell. I'm here to fight for a free Alamigo, for an Alamigo where women like my mother are never made to suffer. I pray you grant me this honor. You are a true-born son of Girabania, same as me. This is not my honor to grant, but yours to freely take. Welcome, brother. With our swelling ranks in the aid of the Eorzean Alliance and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, I believe we will soon be in a position to seize the initiative. Once our new recruits have received sufficient training, I will propose to General Aldin that we draw up plans for an assault on Castellum Velodina. Then, in the meantime, we will make what preparations we can. Woohoo! Generic fighters! We got generic fighters! Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo. Beyond majestic mountains, across the Emerald Dale. On march the ivory standard, united as we prevail. From distant shores of Ulthuan to lakes of Aldenard, the light of mighty Garlemald fore'er our guiding star. Pretty epic singing. There's Garlemald with the mask off.
Alliance forces have occupied Castrum Orients and taken up positions along the length of the wall. Our patrols have engaged their reconnaissance parties on site, but there have been no significant exchanges, save one. A unit tasked with field testing prototype Magitech weapons was attacked. The weapons were destroyed, with the unit sustaining near total casualties.
Near total? Go on.
My lord, there was but a single survivor from the unit in question, which falls under my command. According to his report, they were ambushed by a contingent of Eorzean Alliance regulars, abetted by resistance insurgents.
A simple ambush and only one survivor. A fine day's work.
Zenus ye Galvus.
The stubbornness to survive is not without worth. He may live. However, the 12th is no place for the weak.
The stubbornness to survive.
He shall be relegated at once, my lord. As you say, the 12th is no place for cowards who count their lives more precious than the cause.
Indeed, indeed. We have no need of cowards.
It's got a little, like, golf bag of swords.
My lord,
Dang. Killed him.
Cowards. Who defer critical missions to their subordinates, who hide within their castra, never meeting their prey in battle, never staring into the whites of their eyes.
Just cut down that man.
Why? When confronted with a heretofore unknown icon, did we surrender the wall to the Alliance? Because my honored father, in his infinite wisdom, has not seen fit to grant us leave to march on their lands. Accordingly, we have extended an invitation to our neighbors. Gir Abania is where we shall host them. The field upon which we shall enjoy the sport of kings. Patience is paramount. Cornered animals may have spirit, but they are ultimately predictable and very poor sport. But if one dangles the promise of freedom before them while nipping at their heels to stoke their passion, then things become interesting. It is a delicate dance, one which asks much of my heart.
This guy's freaking crazy,
And
dude.
so I put the question to you, my fellow huntsman. How shall we deal with these savages?
My lord, I have a proposal.
This person's name is Fordola.
Silence, Alamegan! You do forget yourself!
She's an
Only
Alamegan.
by the grace of Lord Van Baelsar were you afforded a place here, and that in name alone. We have no need of your proposals, savage.
That was a real growl right there.
This savage yearns to hunt her own. The floor is yours, Commander.
Traitor.
Thank you, my lord.
We're not going to hear the proposal, huh? It's going to end up being a surprise to us later. Monago. Right then, I've got duties to attend to. Mayhap we could assist you with said duties. We're here to help, after all. The three of you have been busy, so I will understand if you require time to rest. If not, however, it would seem sensible to assist our allies with their preparations. We'd be grateful for any and all help you can offer. If you ask around, I guarantee you won't want for work. Bah! Will we hit level 70 tonight? That's the question. Beeves is certain he has seen you somewhere before. Future rust, future dust. I beg your pardon? The man who bested Gaius Van Baelsar wishes to offer me his assistance? I say, this is highly irregular. Though I've heard it said you had a penchant for aiding the common man, in which case, before the occupation, I was a humble historian. While my duties leave me scarce time for aught else, I think it important that these momentous events be recorded for the benefit of future generations. Primary sources are indispensable, and I had a mind to question a number of my fellow freedom fighters, ask them their motivations for taking up this cause and so forth. You may take down their statements in this log, and Crimson, thank you for your service, now and ever after. See what everybody's got to say around here. A Helissa. A Helissa. I was just a cook before all this. Simple fare, really. Had a chance to lend a hand and help feed some refugees one day. I took a liking to the fighters. They believe, you know. And there's always a need for cooks. Or at least people who can work with whatever the foraging parties turn up. We'll have to come back to her. Oh, wow, look at that. Like purple chocobos? Very cool. Very cool, I like it. Come back to these other people, like I say. What is that up there, right there? What's that? Can I get to that? Orella. Why? Why indeed. To save lives, perhaps, but to make amends for the ones I couldn't. My father and my brothers were worked to death while building a castrum. What did it matter to the Garleans, eh? More where that lot came from. After that, I couldn't keep on doing nothing. I like Midgar Sormer. On the other hand, kind of gets in the way, you know what I mean? Minion roulette. Horago. All right, we got the frog guy. Puak. Aren't you the Icon Slayer? Damned if I know why you'd bother asking someone like me why I joined the Resistance, but it's simple. If I wasn't fighting for Alamigo, I'd be fighting for the Empire. You're either with them or not. And if you're with them, you may as well make the most of it. Food, training, citizenship. If you live long enough, you'll die stealing someone else's land like as not, but that's the choice. But me? I'd rather die here. How do I get to where I'm trying to go? Can I go through this way? Okay. I don't know if I realized that this was here, to be honest. Where's this go? Yeah, I don't think I've been up here. I don't think I even realized this was here. Protsmar. Why did I join the Resistance? Well, if you must know, it was to avenge a friend the Imperials butchered before my very eyes, back in Alamigo. We owned his stall in the markets, and a passing soldier snapped up a piece of fruit. He spoke out before I could stop him, only to get a form of steel in the gut for his troubles. Like, why is this? Oh, okay. I guess a dungeon will open up there. The Temple of the Fist dungeon. I don't think it's currently open to us, though. All right, let's regroup with Beeves here. Well met, Crimson. Have you spoken with the freedom fighters as I asked? Well-worn log. Page after page of the log is filled with a flowing script. Doubtless Beeves has had much practice honing his handwriting. As fascinating as they are varied. You have a knack for convincing others to bare their hearts to you. Cannot have done better myself. Many years from now, when these tempestuous times pass into memory, their accounts will serve as a window into the struggle. We must never forget, my friend. Never. Da, 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 da. Hey, Jeremiah. How are you, dude? How's the summer going so far? What's new? Alyssa considers the cook pot with a frown. A dash of green. You want help, do you? Seeing as how I'm in no position to leave the stew pot unattended, could you go and ask Tebby for a variety of herbs? 6 sprigs or so, whatever he's got on hand should suffice. It's not as haphazard as it may seem. Depending on the recipe, it doesn't really matter what you sort of add. As long as you add something. I'll be here when you get back. Glad that you're doing well. You said there's a lot of new stuff. Well, what's some of it? What do you got, dude? What's going on? You're starting your film studio on YouTube. Okay. Herbs, is it? 6 sprigs of whatever's on hand. Afraid I can't spare that much. You'll take 2 and be glad of it. 2 herbs, as often as I can spare them. The remainder you'll have to gather yourself. Shouldn't be too much of a bother, though. You'd be surprised what you can find growing underfoot, even in the Reach. Search Ralger's Reach for herbs. The heck am I gonna... Okay. Guess right here. Fragrant herbs. Under this little tree here. Picking herbs. Okay, we got one. Are there other spots? Alright, there's apparently herb spots all over the place. Okay, I see one right here. Jeremiah said, I created a blog for Mikazuki Studios, and I'm creating other websites to help found any film projects. Jeremiah, you've always got so much going on, dude. So many projects, so much creativity. I love it. This stew better be good. Wait, there's some herbs over here. A streaming platform and a casting call website. That sounds pretty involved. Okay, I am curious though. What are these like bubbly things? What is this? Is that something I can even get to? Like, can I fall to that or something? Ah! Oh, dang it, dude. I actually did get it, and then I jumped off of it like an idiot. Hold on. This is important. All right, we got to try this again. Unless am I supposed to do it on Chocobo? Is that a thing? I don't think that this can jump any higher. All right, well, we'll at least ride this back up the hill here. We're trying this again. Oh. Dang it! It was too far that time. I want to know what that is. Creating a Mikazuki donations to raise money for any films, and my films will be posted on my streaming platform and will be on YouTube. Also, my streaming platform is free. It's like YouTube, but for movies is the best way to think of it. So it's like a free platform for indie movies, basically, or something like that. How did I do this last time, actually? I'm an idiot, dude. I shouldn't do the second jump. I keep thinking I need that second jump, and I don't. Yes, but only indie movies created by Mikazuki Studios. Mikazuki. Mikazuki! Out of curiosity, why create your own streaming platform as opposed to just use YouTube? Oh my god, I missed again. We gotta get this! We are stuck in an infinite time loop right now. Yeah, Jeremiah, I mean, the best place to share it is probably in the creative channel. You know, something like that. That's where I would share it. But absolutely go for it. Oh, this is a Vista. It's a Vista. Okay, hold on. How do you get that, though? All right, I think we did it. We did it! Vista Record 46, The Destroyer. Over the course of centuries, disciples of the Fist of Ralgr worked away at the rocky cliff, carving it back to create this colossal image of the Destroyer. By virtue of its size, it is said to have stood defiant through the Mad King's savage attack on the temple, and stands defiant to this day. Stormblood, Ralgr's Reach. All right, we did it, Crimson Knights, we did it. So there's another one up there. Somehow we got to figure out how to get up there. I really have no idea. I mean, maybe once our Chocobo can fly, then maybe we can fly it in here and just fly right on up there. I mean, maybe that's probably the answer. It's probably really easy once your Chocobo can fly. Ah, there you are. Got those herbs I asked for? Thanks, that'll do nicely. And, sorry to impose upon you, sir. Thought you were another new recruit. Didn't realize until after that you were, But to answer the question that's probably on your mind, yes, it's always like this. Never enough food or supplies to go around. And the more reason to be grateful when our countrymen can spare some for the cause. Though that comes at a cost, too. Too many villages, too many children more deserving than us. But a man can't fight on an empty stomach, can he? So we partake as we must, and we never lose sight of the dream. Jeremiah said, well, I'm using both, but I thought it'd be fun to see what my own streaming platform would look like, and I was using AI to create websites and wanted to see if it could create me a streaming platform. Well, definitely interesting to try out. The thing about a streaming platform, though, is like, you need really good servers to be able to have those like huge video files and stream them at, you know, a decent bandwidth and resolution and everything. So I'd imagine it takes a lot of resources to run a streaming platform. Hey Leah, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How are you? Ananta Battlemaid. The Ananta Battlemaid is not one to be trifled with, ye wayward brothers. You look like a strider in search of comrades in need. If so, I have a task for you. I am a trainer, and I was told to expect new recruits this day, yet nary a one has come. Perhaps they were given the wrong time or location. I do not know. They number 5 in all, these would-be warriors. Send them unto me, should you chance to find them. Oh, you're doing great, Leah. How's your mom? How's your mom doing? Huh? Training? Yeah, I was so busy practicing to impress the others that I completely forgot. Thank you. Her arm's been bothering her a lot today. Sounds crazy. Whatever they did sounds crazy. Brooding recruit. Ah, 1,000 pardons. So preoccupied was I by the question of whether Alamigo should be a monarchy or republic that I neglected to attend my training. How silly, I know. Until we drive the Imperials from our lands, the question's moot. Earnest recruit. The teacher calls for me? I see. We were discussing strategies for disabling Magitek armor, you see, and... Ah, yes, of course. There's no time. If you would excuse me. Faint-hearted recruit. Oh, bugger! You were sent by the snake, weren't you? I heard 1 in 4 recruits doesn't live through their training. That can't be true, right? Oh, bugger, oh, bugger. Good thing we can swim, right, Crimson Knights? Jeremiah said, I posted the blog in creative. Also, I'm making my first vid on my film studio channel. All right. We'll have to check that out, Jeremiah. Thanks for sharing. I don't think I've gone in here either. Saw these like little dead ends in this place. Devout recruit. I know, I'm late. But I had to say a prayer for my sister first. After what the Imperials did to her, death was a mercy. Alright, that was a little bit heavier than I was expecting from that dude. The heck? The heck just happened? What's that? I don't know. All the recruits are present for accounted for. My thanks to you, Strider. Not all appreciate the rigor with which I train my recruits. Some favor a gentler approach, as if the Imperials will be so kind. 'Tis a thankless job to teach, some say, but I say their survival is thanks enough. Fare you well. Swarthy Resistance Fighter. The Swarthy Resistance Fighter is at wit's end. Token of faith. Damn it all. Where could it got to? Oh, pardon me, fellow lover of freedom and justice. You haven't seen a ward of the Destroyer anywhere, have you? Maybe on the ground as if a certain bloody fool had dropped it. I'd been him. I had it this morning. That much I know for certain. And I've not left the reach since, so it's gotta be around here somewhere. If you've got a moment to spare, would you be willing to help me search? I spent some time near the Temple of the Fist earlier, so it might be there. As for me, I'll look around near the officer's pavilion. They're hardly rare, I know, and I could just as easily buy another, but even so, please, help me find it. Sounds good, Jeremiah. Will do, will do. Kids these days using AI to generate things. Back in my day, if we wanted to make something, we had to use Paint. Microsoft Paint. Now people just use AI to make their flyers and graphics and everything else. We had to code by hand in Notepad. I swear I've searched high and low, but it just won't turn up. All right, here. What is going on with my game right now? Something ain't right. Hold on, something ain't right. I don't know what happened. I don't know why my like screen messed up like this, but let's see. There we go. Ward of the Destroyer, a paper ward inscribed with a prayer to the patron deity of Alamigo, Ralger. 7 hells, that's the one. That's my lucky ward. You're a godsend, brother. Before I was born, my mother made a pilgrimage to the Temple of the Fist, where she, like many others, received the blessings of the monks. And then Theodore came and burned it all to the ground, the mad bastard. And after him came the Garleans, who cared even less for our beliefs. But I still keep to the old ways, as do many others. And when my son is born, I'll teach him the stories in the scripture, as my mother taught me. Jeremiah said, I don't use AI for graphics. Well, back in my day, yes, I'm an unk, but we had to use YouTube if we wanted to make a website. And in that day, the YouTube videos would be 20 years old. You're in your day right now, Jeremiah, and you're using AI, okay? So don't even try. Crossing the Veladina. Alfino has been making himself useful to the Resistance. What can we get here? Earrings of healing or earrings of casting? Savage Might Materia 5. I mean, I could just take that. Or I could get the earrings of casting. And with that, another task is complete. Ah, Crimson, I hear you've been keeping busy. Aye, that he has, and we thank him for it. It pleases me to inform you that our new recruits have completed their initial training and stand ready to contribute. As discussed, Monago, I would have you present my proposal for an assault on Castellum Volodina to General Alden personally. Of course, sir. Are you and yours planning to return to Castle Morians before the operation? If so, why don't we travel together? That seems a fine suggestion, but I must consult my comrades ere we depart. Very well. I will wait for you at the pass, but not too long. I expect Kryl and Ishtola will wish to remain here to support the Chirurgians, but nevertheless... Chirurgians. But nevertheless, we should go and ask them. Like I said, sorry to say, but I'm not into AI. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, like, with the whole AI fad, like, I think there's a place for it, but, I honestly don't really like where we're currently at with how much energy and resources it takes to run AI. Like, all these giant AI data centers being built all over the place, sucking up all the energy. I'm not a huge fan of that, especially for, like, you know, we've got, like, everyday people just using AI to do all sorts of just dumb crap. And it's like, are we gonna destroy our world for that? I don't know. We either need AI to be a whole lot more efficient and lower impact on the environment, or like only certain people, like basically experts who are doing research or producing certain things, should really have access to AI, in my opinion. So I don't really use it. I'm pretty old school. The Crimson wife uses it a lot, but I'm like, yeah, I don't want to. I'm not interested. Not right now. Is Artemis... I see. That would explain the sudden flurry of activity outside. This joint operation marks a turning point in our conflict with the Garleans. For the first time, the Resistance and the Alliance shall go on the offensive and attempt to capture an Imperial outpost in occupied territory. Personally, I believe it's imperative that we offer them our full support. As was the case with Ishgard, however, this is not a choice to be made lightly, nor less on others' behalves. This is West. This is war. And every scion must decide what part he or she would play. I'll fight. For Alamigo, for my father, for Ida. I'm in it to the end. The choice was made for us ere we were born, brother, when the Empire marched on Eorzea. They will stop at nothing to subjugate or slaughter us all. Van Belsar and Van Darnus were but the first to try. Though your fervor is surprising, I cannot dispute your logic. At the risk of repeating myself, I am of course of the same mind. The present situation is untenable, and further complicated by the existence of Ilbud's Primal. I believe we have no recourse but to directly and openly intervene. I thought this a foregone conclusion given our actions thus far, but if you require renewed affirmation, then yes, I am still wholly committed to this cause. For it is ultimately the selfsame cause I've served since I first pledged to serve Master Louis Soir in the Circle of Knowing, the salvation of Eorzea by any means necessary. That said, I shall refrain from taking the field on this occasion. There are many here who require further treatment, and doubtless more to come after. I came here from Minfilia, and that hasn't changed. However, I'd like to stay with these Ishtola for now and tend to the wounded. As for you, Crimson, you are, to quote our dear friend Lord Edmont, the man who slew Gaius Van Belsar and some half-dozen primals besides. Your presence may well prove the difference between victory and defeat. Many look to you as a hero and heap great expectations upon your shoulders, but you, like every scion, must decide for yourself. We can but carry on, for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. Well said. Well said indeed. Take care, Ishtola, Kryl, and do not hesitate to contact us should you require assistance. Lise, I would ask that you remain here by Conrad's side. We should go. Omenago will leave without us. Might I persuade you to join us, Crimson? Should you wish to give your decision further consideration, Castramorians would seem an apt place to do it. Need not answer right away. I'm sure I can convince Monago to wait a little longer. Leia said, we weren't born to be machines. We were born to be humans. Bringing that in is just wrong. Bringing AI in and everything else that goes along with it is just wrong to me. Jeremiah said, there's nothing wrong with AI, but relying on it is what's bad. I mean, I don't think AI is necessarily bad in and of itself. I mean, I think it has incredible potential and uses and could potentially accomplish certain things that would take humans, you know, a lot of time and energy to accomplish. For me, the main problem right now is that it's not environmentally friendly. Like, it's not sustainable for just everyday people to use doing whatever the heck they want. Like, we're building all these data centers, taking up valuable land, you know, we're literally like buying up farmland that produces food to now have AI data centers that suck up all of our energy and increasing our energy bills, you know. So I just think that it's so, right now, AI is so inefficient and impacting our environment, impacting our energy, that I think AI, we need to have much more efficient AI before just everybody should be having access to it. I mean, it's too late. Everybody has access to it. You know what I mean? So it's too late in a way, and the train is just moving, but I am extremely skeptical or even worried that we're moving too quickly with it. Not because I'm scared of AI itself, though there could be reason to be scared of it, but just more because we are changing the face of the planet for AI right now, and I don't think it's worth it, you know. I think if AI had a smaller impact and footprint on the world to be used for very specific things like research, medicine, you know, that kind of stuff, great, you know, fine, that's worth it. But if we're like kind of destroying the world for just dumb crap, you know, people making AI videos of cats and stuff like that, it's like, yeah, that's not really worth it. Like, I'd rather still be able to eat food, you know, and like have energy, electricity coming to my house. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So hopefully we get that all sorted out, figured out. I mean, technology is just moving at such a fast pace. You know, hopefully we find a way to make it a lot more efficient, have a much lower impact on energy and the environment. Then great. You know, I think that's great. That's all I'm saying. So you'll be accompanying us. Full glad am I to hear it. All set? Excellent. Then let us be off. Okay, so, crossing the Veladina. That's where we're heading. Hey, Maddie, how's it going? Maddie said, Marshall uses AI to help with his career path for music production. Leah's like, now you got my attention. I disagree with you, Crimson. I like those cat videos. I like them. Again, I'm not judging anybody. Like, you know, it's a tool that has been made available to people, and they're using it. I just worry about the somewhat hidden costs of us using it right now. Because I think everybody's just using it without really appreciating the cost. The cost to our environment, the cost to our energy supply. But there's plenty of great uses for it. There's plenty of dumb uses for it. As with any technology, you know, as with any software or technology that's made available to the general public. So. Leave me alone, Lesser Gagana. I do not wish to fight this day. Where am I going, though? I gotta get all the way up here. I might as well just fast travel, huh? Yeah, I think we're just gonna fast travel up here. I don't feel like trying to run up there. Raban. Welcome back, comrades. What news? Greetings, General. I'm come at Commander Kemp's behest to brief you on the latest developments at the Reach. Our recruitment efforts have exceeded expectations. In addition to welcoming many motivated young Alamegans, our ranks have been bolstered by the arrival of a number of experienced veterans, thanks in large part to the efforts of the Scions. As a consequence, we are now able to field half a dozen new units, with more being trained as we speak. Good. I gather Conrad is eager to strike while the iron's hot. Just so, General. He proposes that we begin preparations for a joint operation to capture Castellum Veladina. Capture Veladina? That will not be easy. It will, however, be necessary if we are ever to push east towards the capital. There's no profit in delay. It's only a matter of time before the Garleans learn of our plans and summon reinforcements. The Alliance hereby accepts Commander Kemp's proposal. Tell him to take no chances. Bring every able-bodied Alamegan who can wield a weapon. Pippin, I want Veladina watched. Assess its defenses. Every fortress has a weakness, and I would know this one's. If there's no objection, General, might the Scions join Marshal Terrapin? By all means. If that is all, let us be about it. Conrad and the General are of one mind, it seems. I only wish I could say the same. While this aggressive strategy may well profit us in the end, what losses will we suffer in the meantime? Anyway, we should speak with the Vice Marshal about this reconnaissance mission and see how he would like to proceed. I'll go casting. In Crimson, it began. Pippin is looking forward to the assault on Castellum Veladina. Thank you for volunteering to join me. This should be a fairly straightforward reconnaissance mission, so long as we do not have the ill fortune to run afoul of an Imperial patrol. Come. Our destination is beyond East End, just north of Villadina. Okay, and he's just like, let's go. Yeah, let's go. Alright, so we gotta get to here. I do have to pretty much just run there, though. That's the only option we have, Crimson Knights. We just gotta run. We gotta run there. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. Oh shoot, get away from me. Level 70. That thing will destroy me. Level 70, Ozolum. Ozolum. I think that is like a special spawn or something. But it's unclear to me, like, back in Final Fantasy XI, which I played like back in high school, Final Fantasy XI, those like special spawns would every so often drop like special items, you know, like rare items. I don't know if that's the case in this game. Like, do these rare spawns drop rare special items? Because I have not seen any, as far as I know. I haven't seen them drop, like, rare stuff. And it's like, what's the point of these things? Sought to be close enough. Now we settle in for a long watch. That said, it would be prudent to keep your weapons at the ready in the event a passing patrol stumbles upon us. Or worse. Upon reconnoitering Castellum Velodina, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Dude, basically, we're just doing cutscenes. That's what this is at this point. It's just like a lot of cutscenes, a lot of running around talking to people, and every so often, we get in battles. And I'm not complaining about it. But this game could probably use some self-awareness on that. Level sync.
Excellent. The disposition of the Imperial forces is exactly as expected. I will notify Father.
My voice acting is kind of spot on, Crimson Knights, and I feel like you all aren't appreciating it enough. I mean, did you hear what his voice sounded like and how I've been voice acting him this whole time? Pretty spot on. Pretty spot on. That's the kind of entertainment quality you get here on this channel. And we're not using AI. I'm doing it with my own voice, raw and live on stream.
Cannon fire! Where did it come from?
Smoke! There! Is that... Oh, gods, it's Ralga's Reach.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Wait, the way that she said that sounded funny to me. Well, looks like Ralga's Reach has been attacked. Perhaps there's a traitor?
It's no use. I think someone's jamming our communications.
You don't think... Could this be part of a coordinated attack?
Yeah, I do think that, Alice. I think that is exactly what's going on. Of course it's a coordinated attack.
Too early to draw conclusions. We must abort the assault and return to the Reach at once.
Yeah, I'll draw the conclusions for you, little guy. This was Fordola's plan.
You! Traitor! Kinslayer!
You're no kin of mine.
What's your problem, girl? Mefred! No!
Mefred! Hell take you!
Lisa's not messing around right now. Oh, he's here, huh?
Well, well.
Zenos ye Galvis.
Stand aside, Pilus. This one has promise.
Have a care, my lord. She's not like the others.
Do not disappoint me, girl, or I will kill you.
Seven hells! It's him! It's Xenos!
The Viceroy! Oh, you are a dead man! Ah!
So spirited, and yet so empty.
Ishtola stepped in to save her.
Ah, a magical barrier. Alas, it will not save you.
It might. What?
Ishtola!
Did Ishtola just die?
Hold the line, Byrolga! Hold the line!
Okay, wait. She just knocked him out, though. She didn't kill him. Okay, we kind of missed a lot while we were running back to Rauger's Reach.
Kryl!
Alphino!
We saw the smoke and thought we heard explosions. Are we under attack?
The Imperials were all over us before we realized what was happening. No one knew where to run or what to do. It was chaos. Lise and Master Kemp rallied the guards and bought us enough time to get some of the wounded to safety, but I haven't seen either of them since.
Confound it! If we lose the Reach, this will all have been for naught.
Arenvold, can you escort these people to the wall?
How come Arenvold looks like he's perfectly fine?
Aye, sir. Our place is at the Reach. We must offer such aid and succor as we are able. Saving lives is now our paramount concern.
If we can hold back the Imperials until Father sends reinforcements, we may yet turn the tide.
I'll join you. I've done all I can for these people, and you'll be crying out for a healer in there.
I fear you're right. Come, there is no time to lose.
Duty commenced. Gods help us, they're killing everyone! We have to stop them while there's still someone left to save.
It's all over now!
Alright, we're finally in a battle. Dude, if Ishtola's dead, though, that's crazy. I did not see that suddenly happening. Like, I feel like that came out of nowhere. The Imperials came from nowhere, started cutting people down left and right. Reinforcements are on the way. Spread the word. We should keep moving. Confounded. Nothing for it but to fight. 12 full fend. It's a bloodbath. Remember that we're here to save lives. Defend the hostages. Kill the Reaper. Alright, good, he's dead. Those monsters! These people had surrendered! It's not too late for the others. We must hurry.
For the glory of the flames!
What the? Are these beastmen fighting for the Imperials? I've never seen them before. Ferre Domite Battlewolf. They took Lise and the others deeper inside. You've got... There they are. We're not too late. Oh gosh, wait. I didn't see all you guys.
Rebels gone!
The Skull's blade. Oh, this is Fordola? Look, I'm fighting Fordola right now. Alright, let's kill this mage, though. God, who in the seven hells are you? Fordola never met me before. Let's kill all these other people. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna advance the battle. At least tied up.
What took you so long? Alphino, I need your help.
Is Ishtola not dead?
My lord, the prisoners.
See to your men, Pylus.
As you command, my lord.
Your friends were a disappointment. But you will entertain me, will you not?
I think I'll kill you. Kind of what I was thinking. If we kill him here and now, we can end this.
As one!
I have no need for this rabble.
Be gone!
Okay, well... Seven hells, not even Father could do that. That pretty much almost killed me straight up.
Give me something to remember.
That did 10,000 damage just like right off the bat. Oh shoot, we gotta maybe kill these. I gotta run. I'm gonna get hurt. Wait, where's everybody else? Better, but lacking nevertheless. How's this guy so freaking strong, dude? Dang it. What are we doing here? that hurt. I need help!
Don't stop now.
I need some help. It would seem I misjudged you. This ends now. Okay. Dude, that guy is super strong. What the heck? How are we gonna kill that guy? I guess I gotta get up to like level 70. No. 70? Yeah. But I'm basically already at level 70. Ow. Alright, it's got sliced up. What?
Pathetic.
We broke his sword, though, so that's something, right? Unless he's calling his sword pathetic.
Seven hells.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna beat him on your own.
Shall we give chase, General? Nay. There has been enough death this day. See to the wounded. Aye, sir. You all right, lad?
I was about to say, I think my pride might have taken a knock.
No ordinary foe could best the likes of you.
That's what I'm saying. I thought I was the chosen one, dude. That guy was just toying with me. Alright, so is Y'shtola gonna live? That's what I really want to know. Y'shtola gonna be okay or no? He got sliced pretty bad.
Don't you die on me, Y'shtola! Hold on!
Hold on, Y'shtola!
Don't worry, it's going to be all right.
Okay, Krau says it's gonna be okay. So,
Alphino,
guess that makes me feel better.
Understood.
Don't just stand there gawping. Hold her down while I work.
I mean, hold her down.
The worst is past, but without the proper facilities, I can do no more.
Master Kemp too would be better served in the infirmary. Let us take them there without delay.
Give us a hand, would you, Lise?
Of course.
I know you must be exhausted, but there will be others who need our help. Leave these two to us and look to the other wounded.
You did well, Crimson. You saved lives. No matter what happens, remember that. Now then, let's do what we can for the wounded. Every minute counts. That was In Crimson It Began. The fires fade. The haunted look in Raban's eyes speak volumes. See to the wounded, Crimson. If they live, help them. If not, move on. Crimson Knights, I think we're going to hit level 70 tonight. That's pretty exciting. Thuy, Youth, and Mefrid. Mefrid lies motionless, having breathed his last. Clenched in his fist is a small charm, which you take for safekeeping. It was already cold when I got him. There was naught I could do. That charm must have been important. Best take it to Conrad. Conrad may be basically dead as well. I can't believe Mefrid's dead, man! Manago, Mefrid, how are you? This is... He's dead, isn't he? Mefrid was a warrior, always thinking about others before himself. He once had an Imperial patrol chase him nigh on 20 miles so that his wounded would have time to escape. His comrades loved him for it, of course. That only made him worry more. Did you know that he sent his men in Quarry Mill away because he thought they were fighting for him and not the cause? Aye, well, he did. The only life he was willing to risk was his own, you see. That's exactly the kind of man who should be leader. The kind of man who deserved to survive, not an old fool who's all used up. No logic to it, Master Kemp. There never is. Who stands, who falls. In the heat of battle, we can but do our best. As he did. Mefrid will be sorely missed, aye. Because of his sacrifice, many now live who otherwise would not. They need us, now more than ever. Aye, that they do. Forgive me, I had high hopes for him, that's all. Bereft of hearth and home, Rhalgr's Reach is no longer safe, as Pippin well knows. Our defeat was no near thing. It was total, a humiliation. We were powerless to withstand our enemy's assault. But we cannot afford to dwell on our failure. As Alfino said, it is those who survived whom we must think of now. Rhalgr's Reach is no longer safe. The Imperials may have withdrawn, but they could return at any time to finish what they began. Dare not remain here. Those who are not fit to make the journey to Castrum Oriens will need to be taken by Chocobo carriage. Agreed? Good. I shall oversee preparations for the carriages. In the meantime, I would have you scour the infirmary for any supplies that might prove useful during the journey. I think Arella would know what we need. Forgive me, but it's imperative that I continue preparing medicine for the wounded. If you desire treatment, I must ask that you seek it elsewhere. Oh, I see. In that case, you're free to search the barber and take that which you require. I would not have our people dying en route. I would assist you, but this process demands my undivided attention. Medical supplies. More medical supplies over here. Doing surgery on this guy. Crimson Knights, thanks for being here. Thank you for liking the video and being subscribed, joined, followed on the channel on YouTube and on Twitch. Appreciate you. Sir, Marshal Terrapin said you might have something for me. "12 be praised. This should put the driver's hearts at ease. Tell the Vice Marshal we await his orders." Ishtola and the others are safely strapped in. Don't worry, I'll be by our side the entire time. Thank you, Cryo. I'll walk alongside. They need protection in case the Garleans try anything. Hang on, you're injured too, aren't you? Shouldn't you be in one of the carriages? I'm not so frail that I can't make the trip on my own. Besides, there's still work to be done here. I'll see you at the wall when it's finished. As you wish. Then let us set forth at once. We shall move as quickly as our comrades' health allows. To Castramorians. Woo! Just talking about shafts. 7. Achievement unlocked. We are now officially level 70 Crimson Knights. Let's see if we have any better gear. Apparently no. It's gotta be like some level 70 gear we can have, right? I don't know. Do I have anything in like my Chocobo saddlebag? I don't think I have any level 70 stuff. Yeah. All right. Divide and conquer. Conrad is a man struggling to cope with a bitter reality. Heaven's Eye Materia 5 will be a reward. You saved a good many of my men, and I cannot thank you enough for that. The fact remains our forces were decimated. In this state, we will not be mounting an assault in Castellum Villadina or anywhere else. We need to be honest with ourselves about our prospects. First, we need to put our affairs here in order. Afterwards, I'll join you all at Castramorians. Understood. We will go and speak with General Aldin. Now we gotta go talk to Raban. Maddie said it took him less than an hour to make that song. His average for a song these days a few months ago would have taken 4 hours to make one. Cool. Pippin has already departed with the wounded, has he? Good. We've completed our search of the Reach and the surrounding area. As far as we can tell, Xenos and his men returned straightaways to Specula and Pura Imperatoris after quitting this place. It seems he's lost interest in us. Which brings us to the most troubling question of all. Not how he found us, but why he chose to spare our lives having done so. In war, you kill or capture your enemy. You don't leave him to fight another day. Only a fool would turn his back and walk away. Xenos is no fool. Whatever his motive, there's neither the time nor the place to think on it. I will leave a token force to watch over the Reach. The rest will fall back to Castlemorian. We can discuss our path forward there. Alright, now I gotta go to Castrum Orion, which is up here. Kryl is with Ishtola. She still hasn't woken up, but Kryl says she's through the worst. Given the severity of her wound, we could have hoped for no more. Let us pray she makes a full recovery. We lost a lot of good people, didn't we? I saw it happen when that Skull's commander cut down Mefrid. A single blow and that was it. Everything he fought for, all his hopes and dreams for the future, gone in an instant. You want to know the worst part? It wasn't a Garlean who did it. It was an Alamegan. Gods help me, if I ever... Not now. Not while the General's waiting. Oh, Lise.
Were it not for the swift actions of the Scions and the Alliance, many more would have died. You risked your lives to save ours, and for that we thank you.
There is no need for thanks. We are allies, are we not?
Aye, just so. Let us not dwell on this tragedy, but look to the future.
The future? I'm sorry, General, but there is no future for us. We've lost too many. Gods, I can still see Mefrid with that woman standing over him. They've ripped the heart out of us, General. They've broken us. Our fight is over.
Master Kemp, please.
I'll always hate them with every fiber of my being. For what they took from us then and now. Our homeland, our freedom, our bloody children.
You mean the Skulls? The youths who fight for Xenos?
Grania Lupi, the Black Wolf's legacy and our shame. A unit made up of children born to Alamegan dignitaries who came of age during the occupation. Sons and daughters of Gir Abania, raised to be proud citizens of the Empire, with all the rights and responsibilities that entails. It'd be easy to curse them and call them traitors, but they're our children. Our flesh and blood. If the only way to forge the future we want is to cut down our own, then
what was it all for?
Nargo?
What will you say to the families of the fallen? To the mothers, and the widows, and the orphans? Will you tell them it was all for nothing?
Listen to the girl. We dare not suffer our comrades' sacrifices to have been in vain. Now is the time to steel our resolve and press on, painful though it may be.
And when Xenos comes back with his army, what then? This isn't the first time, you know. You'll be hard-pressed to find men brave or stupid enough to face him again.
I still can't believe how strong he was. He humiliated us back there. The Warrior of Light included. God help us if he's next in line to the Garlean throne.
Loath though I am to say it, we should not be surprised. Before succeeding Van Baelsar in Alamigo, Xenos led the Imperial army to Doma, where he crushed the rebellion utterly. As a matter of fact, Doma remains in his charge to this day. Suffice it to say, Varus's heir is a peerless warrior and an accomplished general. The question is, how are we to contend with such a foe?
Exactly. What are we gonna do? I have a feeling you're about to tell us. We fight and we fight and we keep on fighting until we win.
Come now, even you have your limits. But then, so too must he. One legatus ruling two provinces a world apart. Yes, divide and conquer. We kindle the flames of revolution in Doma once more, thereby forcing Xenos to fight a war on two fronts.
For that, there would need to be someone left to fight on this front by the time you got back. Look, I'll not deny the plan as promised. And I feel for our brothers and sisters in Doma, truly I do. But I fear we lack the strength to see it through.
Have faith in your people, Master Kemp. Them and the Scions. Hold fast, rebuild, and when all is in place, we shall defeat Xenos together.
If you're going to Doma, I'm coming too. I want to help our friends there, and make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Give us the time we need, and we will give you something far greater.
Very well. For all you have done for us, we will fight on. But be swift, comrades. Alamigo has suffered enough.
All right. It goes without saying, but the Scions alone have not the strength to topple a provincial government, here or anywhere else. And I'm quite certain the same can be said of the Doman Liberation Front. Nevertheless, we can but go and assess the situation for ourselves and see what can be done. Lest you doubt what good we few can accomplish, I would remind you that my grandfather and his 12 disciples... He had 12 disciples? Once journeyed to these lands... Was this guy Jesus? These lands to save Eorzea and her people from certain doom. Brave souls with an impossible task. Eorzea lives on. Our present mission may not be as monumental in scope, but it is no less important to the multitudes whom we would free from Imperial oppression. Whom we will free. Alright, I want to look something up. Final Fantasy XIV bows. So we're in level 61 to 70. How do you get these? Antiquated fail knots. Storyteller's Attire Coffer. Purchase at Calamity Salvager. Limsa Lominsa, Old Gridania. Calamity Salvager. I kind of want to see, like... Alright, let's just return. See if we can find a Calamity Salvager. 10, 8.4 in Old Gridania. Alright, so let's see... I don't know. White oak composite bow. Rakshasa or white oak composite bow. Be a little bit better on the physical damage front. But I want to know, like... So this says 10 and 8.4. Is this it? Oh, Calamity Salvager. So, purchase job-specific gear. Nothing. I'm confused then. What is this? I don't sell anything. I don't know. So, what we currently have is the Pine Composite Bow, which is a level 64 bow. Does 79 damage, Dexterity 99, Vitality 104. I guess let's see if there's an easy way to compare. Alright, yeah, so much better dexterity, much better vitality. Direct hit rate is worse. It has critical hit versus determination. higher physical damage. I mean, we'll get it. Why not? $38K. All right. Sure. Sure, why not? Now, let's actually also look at equipment. Body. Bright linen, himation of aiming. Okay, but none of these are being sold. 9 of these, so I could buy this at least. Indigo Rami Tabard of Aiming. How much are these going for? 10K? It's not bad. So let's get that. How about the head? Rakshasa Gantai of Aiming. Sloth Skin Gloves of Aiming. True Griffin Breeches of Aiming. Rakshasa Zori of Aiming. Let's compare here. I have Menfina's Earring, which increases... I guess not that. Necklaces. Torea Choker of Aiming. Higher Dexterity, higher Vitality. I don't know. That I don't know about so much. I don't know how much of an upgrade that is. Bracelet of Aiming. Alright, here everything seems to be much, much higher. Islewolf Bracelet of Aiming. Oh man, but it's 80K. I don't know if I want to do all that. 75K. This is a little better, but for how much? $10K? Alright. We'll do that. Sure. Rings? $42 just feels like kind of steep, dude. Even 20 feels kind of steep, but I'll do it. All right, we just bought a lot, so let's see. Now the question is there anything that we just bought that, yeah, see, all this stuff went in here, so we need to free up some space, basically. Armory chest. So what is this? The Gloves of Aiming. Our gloves are full here. breaches of aiming. Alright, and then the Zori of aiming. Okay, so let's try that. Light Guard's offending. All right, there we go. We're level 70, but now we have, like, much better gear. Including this eye patchy thing. Cool, cool. Lies, damn lies, and pirates. This is pretty cool. This thing is just the 9 tails. Something like that. Alice. Lies, damn lies, and pirates. Alice is contemplating the logistics of a journey to the Far East. Where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life, there is cause to hope. Our grandfather believed that, and so do I. Before we can forge ties with our friends in the Far East, we must first find a way to reach them. Otard is not exactly the river and through the woods. I'm one step ahead of you, dear sister, or rather, Tataru is. But before to discuss that, there's another issue I wish to address. Much as I would like it if we could all make this journey together, someone will need to remain to serve as liaison to the Alliance and the Resistance during this critical period. Moreover, as Y'shtola cannot be left unattended. Then I should obviously remain. Very well, issue addressed. You know, Alfino, it would have been quicker to just ask, and markedly less patronizing. Yes, I suppose, would you be willing to look after Y'shtola and provide support to Anvold and the others? Yes, Alfino, I would. You see, that wasn't so hard, was it? Enjoy your trip, and don't you dare return with a gift. Oh, I would not dream of it. Right then, sister, Crimson, Lise, gather your things. We are for Limsa Lominsa. I like my new style a lot better, I have to say that. I like this a lot better. To Limsa Lominsa. While we're here, we might as well check if there's anything special we can get from, the Maelstrom. Quartermaster. Alright, this is like all stuff in the level 40s, huh? 45, like 30 to 45 or something. Gilding the Bilious Maelstrom. Ra'ashat Riki would give you an opportunity to raise your standing in the Maelstrom. We should definitely do that. Ah, Sergeant Moon, ever the shining example to your fellow members of the Maelstrom. Time and again, you have risen to the call. Today, I would give you the opportunity to add to your growing list of accomplishments. In return for battle chocobos provided to us, the Holy See has petitioned our aid in purging the cavern known as the Aurum Vale of its most foul inhabitants. Our contact from Ishgard, Sir Williamus, will apprise you of the particulars of the mission upon your arrival. Alright, so we definitely got to do that at some point. Probably not right now. What is going on here? Oh, okay. Oh, wait. I guess this is where I'm supposed to go. I didn't even realize that. I thought it was in a different spot than where it is. Taro should be here any moment with our ship's captain. So we're going by sea after all. Is Merowib lending us our pick of the Crimson Fleet? Not exactly. You're right, in as much as we will be traveling by sea. Regrettably, it is simply not feasible for an airship to travel such a distance without impossibly large fuel reserves, say nothing of the inevitability of running afoul of the Empire's aerial defenses. Then it is equally infeasible to sail an Eorzean Alliance vessel halfway around the world without the Empire taking notice. Which leaves us with only one other option. Ah, speak of the devil. Sorry to keep you waiting. May I present to you Captain Carvalane of the Kraken's Arms. The Kraken's Arms? Don't tell me you made a deal with pirates! Greetings and salutations, Scions. I take it from your comrade's tone that you no longer wish to proceed with our proposed arrangement? Not at all, Captain. Pray forgive my sister for her outburst. She has ever been one to speak her mind. I, on the other hand, am the very soul of discretion, as many well-respected personages would attest, from the offices of Admiral to the high houses of Ishgard. But where was I? Oh, yes. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn do indeed still wish to employ your services. However, it's important that you're aware of certain extenuating circumstances. And intent on securing passage to the Far East, you came to us, knowing us to be the proud purveyors of said region's finest spices, which you steal from God-fearing merchants out on the high seas. Whatever privateering the Kraken's Arms may or may not engage in is strictly within the limits of the law, as set forth by our indefatigable keeper of the peace. More to the point, we are pragmatists. I see considerable risk in aiding your cause and negligible profit. Well, I, for one, think that the captain has a point. The 5 seas can be extremely treacherous, and many a poor unfortunate soul has come to grief out of there on the waves. Why, when we were in Ishgard, I heard the tragical tale of how the heir to House Durandare vanished at sea. And now, nearly 20 years later, the poor count remains convinced that his son still lives and would pay a sultan's ransom for news of his whereabouts. Truly a tragedy for the ages, and a testament to the misfortunes that befall us should we act without due consideration. But so long as you are prepared to abide the capricious whims of fate, I am willing to oblige you this once. That said, in light of the recent rebellion, I trust you understand that I cannot deliver you to Doma itself. I can take you only as far as Kugane in Hingashi. We will require time to procure sufficient provisions and make ready for departure. I humbly suggest you do the same. Suddenly, all those hours Taro passed cavorting and capering at the Forgotten Knights seem rather better spent, do they not? That said, I intended to press the point more obliquely, and there was something disconcerting about the pleasure Taro took in making Captain Carvalhain squirm. Quick Arm Materia 5. Tales from the Far East. We could get the Hose of Fending, Maiming, Striking, Scouting, Alfino is thinking of ways you might pass the time. I say we should heed the captain's advice and attend to our own preparations while they ready the vessel for departure. Taro and I will procure the necessary supplies. Alice, I should be grateful if you would use the time to brief Uyange on recent developments. You may also wish to review the relevant safety procedures in the event of an emergency at sea. How very prudent of you. Very well, I shall go and speak with him. What of Crimson and Lys? I would like the two of you to return to Revenant's Toll and speak with our Doman allies. I fear we know too little of their homeland, and any information they can provide would be most welcome. When we've completed our respective tasks, we will reconvene here at the ferry docks. Agreed? Sounds like a plan. Let's go, Crimson. All right, Crimson Knights. I know it's a little bit early, but like I was saying, I'm still like really tired. So, I think we're just gonna call it here. I gotta get to bed and make sure that I get a good enough night's sleep that I can get through work tomorrow well. So, hope you guys enjoyed the stream tonight. I mean, I'm having a ton of fun with this game. I feel like the quality of each successive DLC is getting better and better. So, I mean, I feel like the quality of this DLC is really high. I'm enjoying the story a lot and everything. So, I hope you guys are too. Crimson Knights, again, like I mentioned, I will not be streaming tomorrow night because I'm going to be going watching Spider-Man: A Brand New Day out in theaters with the Crimson family. So I'll be back on Sunday, most likely playing some Halo Infinite with Beaks and maybe Citrine as well. So have a good weekend, Crimson Knights. Thanks for joining tonight, and I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Sleep well, everybody.